perfect game.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter. Play from Kershaw. This is a no-hitter.
Turner in the air to center field. That ball's hit well. Martinez on the run. This is way back, and it is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner.
And for the second consecutive season, the Dodgers are going to the World Series.
Bellinger hammers the ball. It's Bellinger's turn. Lifts a fly ball to left center field. Back towards the wall. It is gone. Mookie with another 3-home run game.
And welcome to the Dodgers Nation postgame show. I'm your host, Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. The Dodgers take game one of the NLDS by a score of 5-1. Patience pays off against the Padres. I'm telling you, you stay patient, you will pummel the Padres. And we've got a lot to talk about. Walker Buehler gutting it out. Dustin May looking fantastic. The bullpen gives up 3 hits the entire night for this explosive Slam Diego offense, right? This Slam Diego offense, 3 hits. Dodgers stepped up. They get the win. They take game one. And we're going to break down this entire game. But you know how we get down here on the Dodgers Nation postgame show. Let me know where you represent Dodgers Nation from tonight. Give me your city, zip code, area code. Let me know down below in the comments and give me all your fire Dodger takes, guys. It feels good. Game one. The Dodgers now just 10 wins away from baseball immortality, and we've got a lot to break down, but let's jump right into this comment section. Here we go. Eric Fogg, how about that bullpen? Way to show up. May look nasty. Dustin May is ridiculous. Dustin May is not just a budding superstar. To me, by the end of this postseason run, Dustin May will be a household name. He just was phenomenal out there today. 100 miles per hour on the gun. He's hitting triple digits. 3 strikeouts tonight for Dustin May. But here we go. Turlock, California, total silence. All mouth 3 hours ago. Roberts made some smart moves. Yeah, we're going to get into that in a little bit, but nice job by Dave Roberts tonight, and nice job by this Dodgers team to stay patient. 10 walks for the Dodgers. Didn't get their first hit until Mookie's doubled in the 6th, but the Dodgers 10 walks. That ties an NLDS record set by the Atlanta Braves against the Houston Astros back in 1997, and the Padres also tied a record, the first time in the NLDS that a team has used 9 pitchers. Fine, we will go that route. The Dodgers' approach was sound tonight. It paid off late. We definitely need some of the bats to wake up, but absolutely nice win by the Dodgers, gutting it out. Not their best night, and you still win by a score of 5-1 against the Slam Diego Padres. I'm telling you right now, you lose a game like that if you're the San Diego Padres, that's demoralizing. It's hard to bounce back from a loss like that. You lose your ace, your deadline marquee deal that you make. You lose him in the second inning after just 24 pitches. You leave the bases loaded with 1 out against the Dodgers ace Walker Buehler. Get no runs off of it. So I'm telling you, that is a demoralizing loss for the Padres. I think it's going to be the sweep Diego Padres. I'm calling it right here, right now. I think the Dodgers run the table, and they sweep the San Diego Padres. You got King Kurtz going tomorrow, and with this pitching staff, the way it plays, I think they're going to have success here. But here we go, Doug Crosby, East Lansing, Michigan. Welcome, Doug Crosby. Day one here on the Dodgers Nation postgame show. Porterville, Letitia on Facebook. Jesse, what a game, lights out pitcher. Dodgers love from the 650 San Francisco Bay Area. Fonzie, go Dodgers, go Lakers. Yes. Is there anything better than a purple and gold win and Dodger blue on the same night here? The city of champions, Los Angeles, California. You hear that, kids down in San Diego with your little rap? Well, tonight, the Dodgers, they hit them up to live and die in L.A. I think the Padres season will die at the hands of L.A. this year. So maybe we'll do our own little rap battle, and we'll clap back on that. But here we go. Let's go Dodgers. Martinez, Trace. We got May came with the heat. Absolutely Grizzly 11. Varsity leads junior varsity 1-0. That's from Mike over on Facebook. By the way, give me your fire takes. Give me your player of the game down below in the comments. But if I don't get to your comment, I'm going to come back, circle back to your comments, because we're going to be lighting these up all postseason long. If you're watching on Facebook, be sure to share the show so your friends can join in on the action. And if you're on Twitter, be sure to retweet and mash that hard button for your Los Angeles Dodgers, who are now 10 wins away from baseball immortality. They take care of business tonight against the San Diego Padres. Major League Baseball Charles Darling. Nope. Dodgers take game one by a score of 5-1. What happened to that Slam Diego offense? I thought that was supposed to be the most potent offense since like the 97 Indians. Didn't see that tonight. They had their success with Fernando Tatis Jr. He did have that hit where he hit that slider against Walker Buehler. He finishes 1 for 4, 3 strikeouts for the face of baseball. Oh, wait a minute. That's Mookie Betts. Sorry. Who people want to be the face of baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr. finishes with 3 strikeouts tonight. But here we go. Too much for me to handle from Gloria. La Puente from Manny Mota. What's up, La Puente? Hernandez, let's go Dodgers. Riverside, California from Mike over on Facebook. The NSL, Utah, Bakersfield from Lexi Chandler. What's up, Maura or Brian over on Facebook? May was fire. Calmade from Josh, the 323, Long Beach, California, the 626. I don't have any more fingernails, and it's only one game. That's from Ricky Bobby over on Facebook. The 801 Salt Lake City, Utah from Travis Harrison over there on Facebook. Yippee over on Facebook. Santa Maria, Ruben Moreno, you're day one here. Welcome to the show. San Jose, the 408, Laura Ruiz. Whittier, the 562 from Steve. Doug, what's up, Doug? Phoenix here. Good to see they did it without home runs. That ballpark is tough. Yeah, you see there will be some adjustments because A.J. Pollock, he had a shot at a 3-run bomb there in the 6th inning. Max Muncy late there. Mookie Betts had one that was really hot off the bat. Didn't check the exit velo on that, but those are home runs at Dodger Stadium. You best believe, especially when you consider how the ball's flying out in that Asterisk versus A's series. 6 runs in game 1. Today, I think they had 5 home runs. But look, the Dodgers will adapt to this style of baseball, and it's going to favor the Dodgers because, one, Dodgers will end up playing the most games at Globe Life Stadium because they win this series, they win the NLCS, and the World Series. They'll have played the most games at Globe Life. And 2, you saw the Dodgers' arms today. 3 hits. That's all San Diego could muster against this Dodger team that they had on the ropes early on. Walker Buehler, and we're going to get into his start. I want to talk a lot about Walker Buehler tonight, but the Dodgers, they had the Dodgers on the ropes early and were only able to muster 3 hits. Hey, San Diego, you had that big parade, which, first of all, the Dodgers win. I mean, hopefully we won't have any parades like that down in San Diego, but the Dodgers get the win. The 626, the SGV from Homer. We got Mario Moya, watch from San Diego. Go Dodgers, enemy territory, repping Dodger Blue. You know I love that here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Let's go from Vince on YouTube. Gabe Towns, Visalia here. The ball don't fly in Texas. Yeah, it's almost like someone is shooting a little invisible laser beam. It's like, pew, pew, and the ball just dies at the warning track, but the Dodgers will adapt. And you saw Max Muncy had a really great swing there. Hopefully that'll get Max Muncy going. Will Smith, nice at bat, but honest opinion, did the Dodgers look good too? John Guerrero, I think it's a fantastic question because if you ask me, it looked early on that it was going to be the same old Dodgers postseason offense that goes cold, can't manufacture runs, struggles with runners in scoring position. Dodgers finished tonight going 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position, stranded 11 runners on base. But what did they have in that 6th inning? They had a superstar, and that superstar's name is Marcus Lynn Betts. Mookie Betts comes through again, gets his 4th extra base hit of this postseason. The Dodgers have 6 extra base hits as a team. 4 of them are Mookie Betts doubles. The other is like a Chris Taylor double and a Pollock double. So Mookie Betts, he delivered there in that 6th inning. He doubled to right to give the Dodgers. Let's break down that 6th inning. Actually, let's do some rapid fire. I want to get your questions in. But to answer your question, do I think the Dodgers look good tonight? The answer to me is yes, because they took care of business in Game 1. Lots of pressure going against his NL West rival. You're the prohibitive favorite in the National League. And the Dodgers, they take care of business in Game 1. They did what they had to do. And bottom line, their arms were absolutely spectacular. From Dustin May to Victor Gonzalez to Trinan to Kenley Jansen was finally up to 90 on the cutter there. Got a strike out, got some soft contact. So to me, to answer your question, yes, they look good. Did they look great? The answer is no, but the Dodgers' best baseball is yet to come. But here we go. Mookie's changed things up for us, man. That's from Julian over on Periscope. We got Dan, complete team game. Let's stay the course. Sweep Diego. I'm telling you, get that spreader now. Sweep Diego Padres. I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. Dodgers are taking 3 consecutive games against this team. Like Mookie Betts said, back on, what was it, September 4th when Grisham, Mean Mug, the GOAT, the Hall of Famer, Cooperstown, future Cooperstown Hall of Famer Clayton Kershaw, Mookie Betts said that was a punch in the mouth for this team. He said they were playing flat, and since that day, this team has been focused. You saw on the field yesterday, I think, who on Twitter, I think Jorge Castillo posted a video of them on Twitter having that team meeting on the field with Mookie Betts and Justin Turner. When I saw that, I know this team is going to take care of business in this series, and you saw that in that 6th inning. But here we go. So great. Too busy winning to make a rap. I love that. From Marina Rojas over on Facebook. LA rules. Go get them, boys. Jose, let's go Dodgers. Ray Barsimian, welcome to the show. Dodgers over Braves in 7 in the NLCS. I think the Dodgers will cruise in the NLCS, but let's not jump too far ahead. Let's enjoy this victory tonight. The Dodgers get it done 5-1. Oh, the new comment section. I love this. Shout out to the senior editor, Real FRG. It looks cool like that. I didn't even notice that. You did on this one too, but that looks cool. Greg Pierce. It's now Sandy Ego from Greg Pierce. I like that, man. You know, I'm a sucker for a pun, sucker for a story. Dodgers Nation, I love you. Gio Rivas, hey, we love you back. You guys are Dodgers Nation, the best fans in the game. Wow, great job. Go Blue. 16-1 to be exact if we haven't played in Texas. Yeah, Raul, I'm telling you. Warning track power is a bomb at Dodger Stadium. The Dodger Stadium used to be a pitcher's park. That's not the case anymore. Dodgers averaging over 2 home runs a game at Dodger Stadium this season, and they'll adjust. You saw, I think it's going to benefit having Mookie Betts, who's a doubles machine. Corey Seager will get going. Max Muncy had a nice swing. Justin Turner got a hit. Cody Bellinger, that big hit there in the 6th inning. So I'm feeling good about this team. Murrieta, California, David H. Montclair, cheers. Player of the game, the bullpen. That's from Damien over on Facebook. I think that is the answer. Big facts over there. We're on the same wavelength. The bullpen as a whole, after Walker Buehler goes 4 innings today, they come in and they stepped up. The bullpen, it's tough to call Dustin May a member of the bullpen. We got to find another name for the bullpen because he's not a relief pitcher. He's a starting pitcher that happens to be coming out in relief of Walker Buehler tonight. But yeah, let's break down this. Walker Buehler tonight. He goes 4 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, 95 pitches, 52 strikes, 10 for 18 on first pitch strikes, just 1 run on 2 hits. So he gave it every ounce tonight. He's a furious competitor. Yes, he did not have the command early in this game. So he did have the command tonight. But, did he get himself out of jams. It was a high-wire act for Walker Buehler, but still, they weren't hitting him. He faced 18 batters. Only 6 put the ball in play against Walker bleeping Buehler. So I'd give him a C tonight. And he still has a lot of room to grow, but he still this game could have been over early on with the way the Dodger bats were swinging, the way Walker Buehler was walking guys. This game could have been 5-0 there in the 3rd inning, in the 4th inning. But look, he was big time to get out and strike out the side there in the 2nd there. But here we go. Bringing out the bats, taking the walks, Greg Pierce. We got Leo ZZ Top, R.I.P. Eddie Van Halen. Yes, rest in peace, the legend Eddie Van Halen from my hometown, the 626 Pasadena, California. That's where I'm from, and it's definitely a sad day for the legend. Passed away at 65. But, hey, man, what do they say? Heroes are forever, legends never die. So a legend in the game there. By the way, fun fact, he played the guitar solo on one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs, Beat It. Muncy, pick up. Yeah, can't beat LA. Felix, go Dodgers from Fullerton. We got congrats to Dodgers on a great win, and go Dodgers. Get another win tomorrow and beat SD. That was a sloppy win, but we'll take it. King Yellowman, yes, when the shine kind of comes off this win. Look, all playoff wins, all postseason victories are absolutely amazing, and there's no question about it. But the Dodgers early on, their bats just weren't getting it going. But what they did do is they wore out the pitching staff, and you had that patience at the plate. I'm telling you, you have the patience, you will pummel the Padres. Nine pitchers tonight for San Diego. And I just like the Dodgers. They were committed to their approach tonight. They were going through these Padre pitchers like it was speed dating. They were just keep changing it. Tingler, he dropped that F-bomb. He gets thrown out of the game. 9 pitchers for the Padres, an NLDS record. So, hey, that's how it went down. And, yeah, let's break down some of these key moments in here. Barrels are overrated from Jose Rod. Mookie equal the secret sauce. I like it. Hey, Doug, Tingler sure fired up his team. Our team, LOL, Nomo, FOMO. Yeah, hey, man, he dropped that magic 4 letters. And, yeah, there were some strikes there that that when our favorite, when there were some strikes there, that like Lance Barrett, we all know he's a pitcher's umpire. But we also know that they benefited off some of those calls. Walker Buehler, he was frustrated out there for a couple at-bats, and he should have gone there too. So I think that, look, Tingler, look, you fired just like Grisham woke up the beast in mid-September. Tingler, you want to talk some noise, you want to drop some F-bombs. Hey, we are going to make this a short series against San Diego. Clayton Kershaw will take the mound. And I'm telling you, this is a very tough loss for San Diego. The superstar Fernando Tatis gets a hit, strikes out 3 times. They lose their ace. Look, Preller did the Order 66 to get Mike Clevenger. If you watch this show, if you watch the preview show for the trade deadline, I was saying, hey, Clevenger, I like the guy. He's got great stuff, but he has a very violent, tricky delivery, and he's susceptible to injuries. Look at his injury history. He's got tons of injuries, 24 innings. I hope he's healthy. I hope that there's nothing serious for him, but you saw it right there. Dustin May was fired tonight, went deep into that Padres pen. Dodgers now as that they have nothing. Mark my words, tomorrow night Mookie and Cody get home runs. That's from Joe Bennett. He's calling it. May was throwing darts. Yeah, Dustin May, one of the big stories from tonight was Dustin May. He goes 2 innings, 0 hits, 3 strikeouts, 27 pitches, 4 for 6 on first pitch strikes, and he was electric. He struck out Tatis Jr. on a 99.3 mile per hour sinker. He was hitting triple digits on the gun, got a called strike 3 against Pham in the 6th, and he punched out Myers on a filthy curveball there in the 6th, and he was outstanding. And when he has the command of the strike zone and he's not giving up free passes, he's executing his pitches, the man is just pure sorcery out there. And like I'm saying, one of my predictions is that Dustin May is going to become a household name. The man with the mane, Dustin May. He was outstanding tonight. And you got guys in that bullpen, Dustin May, Julio Urias, guys that aren't relief pitchers by trade. These are starters for any team in Major League Baseball. But on the Dodgers, it's all hands on deck. It's about getting this ring. And I just love his attitude. And tonight, he was just sharp. And don't kid yourself, man. I'm a sucker for a storyline. Just in Texas, he's coming home. He pitches well. Clayton Kershaw, he said he lives like 10 minutes away from Globe Life Stadium, a.k.a. Costco, Super Costco there in Texas. So you got these Texas roots there, and they're having success. But May is only 22 from Aeronautics. Sean Shepard, bullpen looked great. Dodgers, baby. We got Lakers from Javier. Michelle Carter, what a dumb move by Tingle. By the way, what's up, Michelle Carter? Welcome to the show. I know you're trying to get your guys going, but the Padres have never needed that spark. It's game 1. It was still tied. Calm down. Go into the dugout and watch the replays. He's going to feel like a real dummy when he sees that his guys aren't look, exactly. They're not. They're just missing strikes. Yeah. Look, Tingler, to me, it's a go-for-broke move early on, and it shows that the Padres don't have this experience. They don't have years. Say what you want about Dave Roberts. This isn't his first rodeo there in Texas. Dave Roberts, this is his 5th go-round with this club. We're talking NLCS in 2016, World Series in 2017, World Series in 2018, and NLDS last year. He's been in these wars before. Tingler, he looked like an amateur out there tonight. He's a guy that, hey, that's not going to pay off for you, and you saw it tonight. I think that was just a terrible botched move. It reminds me of, look, sometimes things can happen in game 1s of NLDSs. Look at the Dodgers in 2006 against the Mets with J.D. Drew and Jeff Kent. Sometimes you can lose an entire series in one sequence, and I think that was a bad move by Tingler. And I'm telling you, the series are ours from Virginia. Mayor Gonsolin for Game 3 start. Joe Bennett, I think it's no question Gonsolin in Game 3. Mitchell, hey, I was born in Arcadia, saw Van Halen as a backyard band. Greg Pierce, we're going to need like a side podcast just to hear about your story of Eddie Van Halen in a backyard band. I want to hear from you with a little side podcast. San Diego got nothing on us from Gio. We played our game just like Mookie said we needed to do. Yeah, like you said, they need to play their game. The Dodgers played their game. They committed to their approach, and you saw it pay dividends tonight. 10 walks for the Dodgers, and they took advantage of errors. They took advantage of let's break down this game. So first, let's look at first thing I want to look at is the second inning. So the second inning, Walker Buehler, he misses high and inside, gives up a leadoff walk to Pham, and they almost picked him off at first. They ruled him out. Muncy let him know he got him, by the way. Do you see that? I'm pretty sure that was a tight one. You're not going to overrule that, but it looked like a tight one there. And then Pham steals second, And then fans still second for their second swipe bag of the night. So that's something that we need to consider, is that's a little bit of a concern, is their ability to get runners in scoring position. They steal a lot of bases. I think it was like 55 stolen bases in the regular season at a very high rate. And the Dodgers are going to need to have to look at that. But look, bottom line is keep them off base and don't walk guys like Walker Buehler was doing. I'm confident in this pitching staff. So then Walker Buehler, he walks Cronenworth, and then he walks Nola to load the bases. So first time all season, a Dodger pitcher had issued 3 walks in 1 inning. Then he strikes out Profar for the second out, a fastball 98 up and in, and man, he needed that one. He gets that whiff, and then he falls behind 3-0 to Grisham and comes back to strike him out with a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. So that he was nails in that inning. Yes, he got himself into that jam, but I'm telling you, a furious competitor, Walker Buehler. 33 pitches in that inning, only 14 for strikes, walked the bases loaded, and then he struck out the side. I'm telling you, if baseball is not the best sport, you can try to prove me wrong, because that was an adventure, that inning. A lot of fireworks, a lot of ups and downs, but here we go. Bullpen lights out. That's from Joseph Megazzeni, a day one here. Welcome to the show, Mr. Megazzeni. Yeah, Mr. Blister, Walker Buehler tonight. Hey, man, they were showing it. They weren't accusing him of cheating like the evil 4 letters was doing. But what they did was, look, we don't know how big of a factor that was. And but here we go. Then at the top of the 3rd inning, on a 3-2 count, he got Tatis swinging with some 98-mile-per-hour gas for his 5th strikeout of the game. Tatis wasn't happy about it. Machado grounds to short for the second out, and then he strikes out Hosmer with a curveball, his best one of the night. So that was a big development there in that 3rd inning. He started to get the feel for that curveball, used it there, and it was a 1-2-3 third for Walker Buehler on just 14 pitches, 9 first strikes, and then the pitching changes started. So, and then at the top of the 4th, actually, let's do a couple more comments. We'll get back into the action. I want to know, let me know down below in the comments, how many games do you have this series going now? Look, you can call it an overreaction, but I'm in the business of overreacting here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. I think the Dodgers won a game where the bats were quiet early on, and now they're going to, adjust to Globe Life Stadium. They're going to cut down on those swings, find those alleys. I think you'll start to see that. I do think that, like you predicted, some of you guys have Mookie or Cody Bellinger will go. Do you think Max Muncy is really close? I really like his strike zone awareness there. He did swing at ball 4 in that inning, but I think for the most part, he's starting to see the ball much better at the plate, and that was one of the best swings I've seen him take in months there. And I think the Dodgers, I really am very confident that they broke the Padres tonight. Tingler had a meltdown. Cronenworth had a meltdown. They just came unraveled in tonight's game. You don't bounce back from that. This is the Dodgers division, and that's what it is. But here we go. What's up, Doug? Me and my wife, Danielle. Oh, what's up, Corey David? How's it going, my man? Welcome to the show. Shout out to your wife, Danielle. Let's go, Dodgers. Delirium. Also, I think Walker Buehler threw around 90 pitches. Not his best outing, but maybe he can go 6 or 7 from him in the NLCS. Absolutely. I mean, Walker Buehler, 1, that blister is going to continue to heal. 2, you're not going to see him walk that many guys. Like Joe Davis pointed out in the broadcast, that was the first time all year the Dodgers had walked 3 batters for the entire year. But here we go. DR is a surgeon. Greg Pierce. LaDuca was the catcher on that play, too. Yeah, you remember what I'm talking about? Dodgers bullpen was great. But let me know down below in the comments, how many games do you have this series going right now after the Dodgers' 5-1 win over the San Diego Padres in Game 1 of the NLDS? A couple reminders. Be sure to get merched up. Be sure to get some merch. The Dodgers Nation store, DodgersNation.com/shop. Got that Bellinger one. Got sweatshirts, got hoodies. Maybe we got all kinds of items here. Get geared up. We got the Think Blue, Bleed Blue, my personal favorite. And then also be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Dugout podcast. And what that is, it's we take this show, we condense it down, get all your fire takes in there, and then we throw in some additional analysis, and then we throw in those post-game interviews, locker room reactions. So be sure to subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments if you have subscribed to the Dodgers Nation Dodgers Dugout podcast. Shout out to Mr. Gary Lee. He came up with the name. Spell it like my name. But here we go, guys. MVP of the game, Walker Buehler. That's from Assailed Loner. If he don't hang tough early on there, the game is very different. You said it best right there, Assailed Loner, over on YouTube. If Walker Buehler, he could have easily crumbled. And then I would start to think, hey, man, where's Big Game Buehler, right? Where's Walker bleeping Buehler in the postseason? And yes, it was 4 innings, but you mentioned earlier, 93 pitches And he was just so tough in that inning against an explosive Padres team that knows how to put up big runs. Remember, that's the same stadium where they hit the home run with Fernando Tatis Jr. that started the genesis of Slam Diego, started in that stadium, and you know it holds a special place in their season, and it looked like they were going to get it rolling and that the Dodgers dam was going to burst, but it did not happen, and it was thanks to Walker Buehler in that inning. So in the top of the fourth, he on a top of the fourth, Pham gets called out on strikes on a fastball, 97 for the first out. Buehler's 7th punch out of the night. Then on a 3-2 count, Myers takes ball 4 outside Buehler's 4th free pass of the evening. And then he strikes out Cronenworth for his 8th punch out of the night. Myers steals second for his 3rd steal of the night. And then Austin Nola, he singled to left to score Myers to make it 1-0 Padres. So another thing there, too, is the way that defense was set up. Chris Taylor in that situation, I think he has a good opportunity to make that catch. Haven't really looked at it, but it's okay. They gave it the run there. And then on a 3-2 count, Profar grounded to first for the 3rd out. So the Padres strike first tonight. 1 run on 1 hit. They led the Dodgers 1-0 after in the top of the 4th there. So Dodgers in 4 from Ray Barsimian, Doug Crosby. You have Dodgers in 4. You got them getting the little gentleman sweep there. I honestly think we sweep Luis Rodriguez, Laura Ruiz, Brian Muncy hit a 400-foot out from Mitchell Hill over on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, just very, very demoralizing. But like I said, the advantage that the Dodgers do have. Yes, we would love to be playing in the best stadium, Blue Heaven, as the great podcast is titled, Dodger Stadium in Chavez Ravine, right, where the Astros are trashing it up right now. I know they're up, but trust me, they won't look. Come on, baseball gods, do your thing on them, all right? But look, the benefit of playing at Globe Life Stadium, the Dodgers are going to be the most familiar team with this stadium when the World Series comes rolling around, and they'll know how to adjust. And by the time that the NLCS and the World Series comes rolling around, I'm confident that this Dodgers offense will have more success, especially early in games. Those first 5 innings, no hits for the Dodgers. And by the way, Real FRG, the producer of the show, he pointed out that ESPN had sent out a notification that the Padres had themselves a no-hitter going. Just like that, Mookie Betts gets the hit. So shout out to ESPN, looking silly right there, because Dodgers got the job done. Jason, Roger, I guess Mad Max will again be in the middle of the lineup tomorrow night. Great job by our bullpen guys. Let's go Dodgers. Roger, the Los Angeles Dodger. I like that. Roger over on YouTube. Michelle Carter. Muncy starting to see the ball. He sees the ball better than the umps and gets a lot of bad calls, strike threes. Yeah, he did. Well, tonight, yeah, he did swing at ball 4 in that 1 inning, but he did get Max Muncy on the night. Yeah, to me it was a breakthrough night for Max Muncy because in that cleanup spot, he goes 1 for 4 with a walk tonight, and he needed that hit in the worst way, and he gets that double for Max Muncy. So 7. So that was the 7th extra base hit for the Dodgers. So up until then, had only just been 6. But Max Muncy, he gets that 2-bagger there. And, here we go. I was thinking a sweep even before that game from Amari Parker. We got 3 from Alex. Marco, would you put Buehler for game 1 in the NLCS or Kershaw for game 1? I think right now the rotation is set up nicely. We'll see how Kershaw pitches tomorrow. You saw how he pitched 13 strikeouts in game 2 of the wild card series. To me, I have complete confidence in Clayton Kershaw on the mound tomorrow. So you keep it rolling. The only question is how will Gonsolin fare in his first postseason start. So I think that's something to keep an eye on. But we got 3-0 sweep from Miguel. Padres have playoff jitters. Yeah, I think that it was a combination of, you're right, from Leo over there on Twitch. Padres had some playoff jitters, and the Dodgers were a little tight. You're the prohibitive favorites. Everyone expects you to come out of the National League. But that's why you just want to win game 1 by any means necessary. Game 1, game 3, game 5, all the big critical games, you just want to win by any means necessary. And the Dodgers, they took care of business tonight. Joe Davis greater than signed Joe Buck plus MLB's entire commentary. Hey, man, I think that's solid on there. Love hearing Joe Davis on the mic, man. He's fantastic. Buehler and Kershaw will be forced to pitch short rest if he goes far. We got 4 solid, and game 4 starter with the gas. I'm guessing it goes 3 because of the Dave Roberts. It was nice without watching ESPN. We got Walter, Dodgers home run hitting team, playing this stadium where home runs die at least 3 tonight. Could this hurt the team in the long run? Walter Schmidt kind of talked about it, but I think you'll start to see some bombs. Look, the Dodgers, they played 3 games there back in August. They hit 5 home runs. Yes, that was under their season averages, but with the open air stadium, the home runs there have actually doubled in a 6-game sample size. And I think you'll see Cody Bellinger, Max Muncy, Mookie Betts. The Dodgers have power, and I think that at some point they're going to leave the yard. And if not, Major League Baseball, they might send in those juice balls because Major League Baseball, they know they need home runs. That's just not what this game is in 2020. So we'll see what happens, though. Muncy will start hitting, mark my words. Steve May, good thing Belly didn't dog it down to first on that play. Yeah, exactly. On that play, which, let's break down that inning there. So the 6th inning, actually, let's go to the bottom of the 5th, and we'll take on the 6th inning. So bottom of the 5th inning, on a 3-2 count, Corey Seager, he flied out for the first out. Then Justin Turner, he takes a 4-pitch walks. Then Max Muncy swings that ball 4 and strikes out swing for the second out. Then Garrett Richards, he replaces Hill. Then Richards throws a wild pitch and Turner advances to second. Then Will Smith, he missed a hanging breaking ball on that one. Actually was just kind of breaking down his at bat a little bit. Dodgers did miss some pitches tonight. I don't think you'll see them miss as many fat pitches down the middle of the plate, but he missed one on that at bat, but then he takes a walk to give the Dodgers runners on first and second with 2 outs, and then Cody Bellinger grounds the second for what could have been the 3rd out. Instead, Cronenworth throws it past Hosmer, allowing Turner to score, and then Hosmer was slow to the bag, so he didn't position himself well to make the out. And he should have made the play there. Hosmer should have made the play, but he didn't position himself well. And keep in mind, Hosmer is a 4-time Gold Glover there, and Cronenworth, it was just a bad throw. But like you mentioned just now, great heads up. When you run it out to first, if that had been Manny Machado, there would be no run there. If that was Manny, Johnny Hustle, Machado, the Dodgers would not have tied it there. But Cody Bellinger, one of the fastest guys when it comes to sprint speed on the Dodgers, him, CT3, Mookie Betts, all in the mix right there. He runs it out, and then good things happen, and he's ruled safe. And then Justin Turner taking a very aggressive lead. He scores to level things up at 1. And then with runners on the corner, A.J. Pollock, he flies to the warning track for the 3rd out. It was well hit, and it would have been a home run at Dodger Stadium. And yes, I understand the measurements, 329, 330, all very similar, but the ball just does not carry at that Globe Life Stadium. So AJ would have had 2 dingers in any other stadium. Props to KJ. Shut her down to get the save over from Leo ZZ Top over there. Said, I think Mookie, Seager, and Turner will hit the doubles to move to score runs in that warehouse. I like that, calling it a warehouse. Belly busting it down the line changed the game. Absolutely. Damien over on Facebook. Dodgered, imagine if David Price was in this team right now. Yeah, it'd be nice to have, but hey, the Dodgers, we're going to go with who got us here, and I love this team right now, and I just love that grit and tenacity, just the ferocity from Walker Buehler to Dustin May to Victor Gonzalez. Victor Gonzalez made his Major League debut tonight, and he was very quick, very efficient. Victor Gonzalez tonight, he throws an inning, gives up a hit, but 14 pitches, getting a lot of soft contact there for Victor Gonzalez. I liked what I saw from him in his first Major League debut in the postseason. So let's jump into some more here, and then we'll talk about that 6th inning there. So Hosmer for MVP, Steve May, yeah, definitely there you got on that one. They are grinding from Greg Pierce. Hosmer, I'm drunk of Steve May. That was uncharacteristic of Hosmer, a very bad play, but good for us. Yeah, unfinished business from Greg Pierce. But here, so yeah, in that 6th inning, Chris Taylor, he takes a walk. Mookie doubles to right to give the Dodgers runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out for the Dodgers. The first hit of the night. And then Tingler, he gets thrown out. It was hit the road jack for Tingler. He dropped the F-bomb. He was talking smack. I heard on Twitter. You could hear it on the radio. I want to listen to that. And then Strom comes in. And then Seager flies to left. And then CT3 scores to make it 2-1 Dodgers. There are not a lot of guys that can make that play that CT3 made. He was hauling down that third baseline. He scores. And it's unfortunate for the Padres that they didn't have CT3 there and left because it looked very reminiscent of the same play where the Dodgers had the first throw-off since 2016 when CT3 gunned down Grisham in that one. But Chris Taylor, he scores to make it 2-1 Dodgers. And then Justin Turner, he singles to right to score Mookie, making it 3-1 Dodgers. A nice piece of hitting for Justin Turner, who had struggled early on in this postseason, but you know he's going to get locked in, and you know the Dodgers will be able to depend on him during this postseason like they have all his entire career. Justin Turner has been sensational in his career as a Dodger when it matters most. So then Max Muncy, he doubles to left to give the Dodgers runners on second and third. A great swing by Max Muncy. They walk Will Smith to load the bases there for Cody Bellinger. And then Cody Bellinger, he hits one up the middle. Justin Turner scores. Dodgers go station to station and take a 4-1 lead. A great play there by Cronenworth. Got to give him credit there. Kept it in the infield. Otherwise, that would have been a couple of runs for the Dodgers in that sequence. But a nice job. It was a kind of a defensive swing there by Cody Bellinger on a 1-2 count, but nicely executed. A really nice piece of hitting. And sometimes you see a hit like that, you run one out. And I think Cody Bellinger, we want to see those rocket shots, those high velo exit velocity shots that we know he's capable of hitting. So just a big night for Cody Bellinger. I know that he was no extra base hits, but running out that with the hustle, that play right there to give the Dodgers a big 4-1 lead against an offense like the Padres, make no mistake about it, it was a big play, a big hit there for Belly in that sequence. So the Dodgers, they bat around in the inning, and then Pollock flies out for the third out on one that would have been another home run. So the Dodgers take advantage of walks, errors, a lot of misplays there by the San Diego Padres, and it really just felt like a meltdown by the Padres in that inning. But the Dodgers, they take a 5-1 lead. They score 4 big runs there in that 6th inning, and they don't look back. They win by a score of 5-1. So give the Dodgers all the credit in the world. They go in there, they take care of business in Game 1 of the NLDS. You got Game 2 tomorrow with Clayton Kershaw. He was very effective. I think he had 11 strikeouts. I forgot, actually. But he had a very effective outing there against the Padres early on. And to me, Mookie Betts is the other big story tonight. Mookie Betts coming through once again. You know Mookie Betts was not going to go 0 for 4. He goes 1 for 5 with a strikeout. And Mookie Betts now in the postseason hitting .364, OPSing .1144, 3 RBIs, 4 doubles, 4 for 11, and he really sets the tone as the catalyst in the top of the order there. So great job by Mookie Betts there. But yeah, what do you guys think about that ejection? Do you think it was a little aggressive? To me, I think that you got it. You can't get disrespected like that in the NLDS. I think it was the right call there to eject Tingler. My only gripe I have is Tingler. You got ejected. Get him out. Get him out. Get him off the field there. And yeah, the Dodgers, they take care of business tonight, man. It was nice to see a Dodger victory in Game 1. How about Blake Trinan coming in there? He goes, nice job there in the bottom of the ninth. So let's talk about the bottom of the ninth. Trinan gets Pham to line out there in the bottom of the ninth. And then Kenley comes in. He punches out Myers. So Kenley Jansen on the night looked like he was much more focused. He had much more command of his fastball, of his cutter. The velo, still you want to see it increase up to 91, 92, but as far as I can see, it was at around 90 on the night. Kenley Jansen, he pitches 2/3 of an inning tonight, gets a strikeout, 9 pitches. So he wasn't missing his target like he was against Oakland, against Milwaukee in the wild card series. So I think all in all, man, you just got to chalk it up to a big Game 1 win here for the Dodgers. But let's jump back into this comment section. And here, I lost you guys for a second. But here we go. So we got Mookie is the answer. KJ hit his spots. Yeah, he was hitting his spots there, Damien, over on Facebook. Absolutely. We need to add the bunt to the small ball game, Deborah Young. That's really an interesting take right there. I think that the Dodgers are going to see, I think tomorrow, let's see how the Dodgers fare when it comes to generating runs and generating offense. I think the Dodgers will find a way to score more runs earlier in games. And, yeah, if it comes down to it, you saw it was very effective for the Padres tonight. It's 3 stolen bases. You're getting guys in scoring position. But we're going to have to see how this Globe Life field is going to play. And I think that after tonight, you saw so many opportunities. Muncy, Pollock, Mookie Betts, even Kike Hernandez there late had an opportunity that would probably have gone deep, would have probably left the yard at Dodger Stadium. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. And look, it's okay. I'm fine with the fact that the Dodgers have to adjust, but they're going to adapt. They're going to make the adjustments, and I think that you're going to see this offense find a happy medium between having success from the long ball, but really the Dodgers' success is not just by the long ball. It's their approach tonight. So even though they didn't go deep, they were still getting pitchers out of the game. They were still working pitch counts up, and I think you saw it pay dividends, and I think you saw this team stick to their strategy, and it worked to a 5-1 win. So you can't ask for anything more than that, especially when you consider the fact that, look, the Dodgers – The Padres bullpen is one of the best bullpens. Rosenthal has been a lockdown closer. We didn't see him. Pomeranz, Pagan, and look, they have guys out there that can pitch very well. And look, I think you saw tonight the Dodgers, they took full advantage. But here we go. Greg Pierce, great start, get her done. Dodgers, Kid K on the bump tomorrow. I like that. Kenley Tryon looked great. Yeah, Blake Treinen, I was really impressed with his outing. And for Kenley Jansen, he knows everyone's out there. He knows that the naysayers want to come calling and talking about Kenley Jansen. But bottom line, Kenley Jansen just needs to get a ring, okay? By any means necessary. He's a guy that doesn't need to focus on job titles. Look, closer by committee. If you've been watching the show for 2 years, I've been saying this for 2 years now. I said it early on. I said it every other episode. And it's not anything against Kenley Jansen, but it's just the fact that this is baseball in 2020. Look, baseball is a sport where we don't even care about wins and losses anymore. Baseball, we don't care about complete game shutouts. Look, Bob Gibson, who just passed away, rest in peace, he had like 28 shutouts, 28 complete games, not 28 shutouts, I mean complete games. He had 28 complete games in 1968. That was more than every pitcher combined this year, okay? So it's not about complete games. The evolution of baseball is about playing the matchups and getting guys in position where they can have success and be most effective. And it's not by having Kenley Jansen get 6-out saves like we've seen. We saw some 9-out saves in his career. Those days are over, but you saw tonight he can still be effective out there when the situation is right for him. And I think that even though Dave Roberts kind of walked back his message that they were going to move on from Kenley as the permanent closer, I think the Dodgers are going to be strategic. I think they're going to play the matchups, and I think that they're going to do what they need to do to get those final 3 to 6 outs there late in the game. So Mookie is the key from Dodgers Dune. What's up, Dodgers Dune, over there on YouTube? I will look forward to a Buehler-Clevenger matchup in the future. Luis, Dodgers Dune, 10 walks, 165 pitches seen. That is excellent play discipline. Dave Meteors, Paddock or Davies for the Padres tomorrow. Man, if it is Chris Paddock, Dodgers will rake, man. I'm telling you. Dodgers will rake. You saw how he pitched last week. He got shelled. The Dodgers have a lot of guys that have hit bombs off Chris Paddock, Cody Bellinger. Lots of guys are capable of taking him deep. I think that Globe Life Stadium will not do any favors for Chris Paddock. Even Globe Life Stadium will get him rocked tomorrow. So Angel Hernandez behind the plate tomorrow. Better get off to a fast offensive start. That's from Jason Bryan over on Facebook. Isaac Garza, the game started too late tonight in Texas. Midnight finish for our boys in blue down there. It's another really interesting factor, too. Such a unique, once-in-a-lifetime, hopefully, situation there down in Texas. Walker got it done from Luis. Alden, the Padres are done for no Clev, no Lamet. Yeah, I think that you pretty much said it yourself. They're two best pitchers. Today he leaves with 24 pitches. By the way, Mike Clevenger, get well, man. The only thing I hate, like I always tell people, the only thing I hate about sports is injuries. And to see him get injured after making that move, you know the Padres, he was supposed to be their guy. They were going to ride all the way to the World Series. And for him to go out like that in that inning, it really made me think of Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals where he plays with the Achilles. He goes out. These guys are very competitive. They want to win. But sometimes you got to save these guys from themselves. And you got to do what's best, not just for the player, but for your organization. And don't kid yourself. The Padres, this is going to impact if guys are going to sign with San Diego in the future. Because guys are going to say, hey, do I want to go to San Diego where they're going to put cortisone shots in my arm and try to get me to play when they know what's best for me is not to play? I think that was a very dangerous thing the Padres did. I think they were playing with fire. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but I think that could really hurt them for years to come because he's under team control for a few more seasons, and you know that he was supposed to be the ace for this team. I think Lamet is actually is going to turn out to be their ace, really, the way his slider moves. He's got the velo, but Even he's had bicep titans. Oh, yeah, I like that. Walker, Texas Ranger from Ryan. What's up, Ryan? Where you been, my man? Over on Facebook. Katie, Dodgers just got to go through the motions this series to get the games that count. Dodgers are the better team. The NLCS is where we need to get it done. Yeah, to me, the Padres are the biggest mountain. And if the Dodgers get to the Padres, to me, they are going to walk to the World Series. It is going to be easy work of I think the Braves offense, yes, they pose a threat, but do they have the arms to beat the Dodgers in a 7-game series? The answer is no. I'll tell you right now. I like the way the Marlins are playing. I understand the Marlins. They've been to the postseason twice in 97 and 2003. Both resulted in a commissioner's trophy, or as Rob Manfred likes to call it, a piece of metal, but his is not going to be their year either. So, to me, these are the two best teams in the National League. Unfortunately, the way the system is set up, you got interdivision matchups in the NLDS. These two teams should be playing 7. In that case, I'll be even more confident over the Dodgers, but here we go. Alden, yeah, Dodgers, yeah, Dustin and Walker are dogs. That's from Alden over on YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. The Dodger dogs of the night, those two getting it done against this potent, explosive Padres offense. And holding them to 3 hits. Dodgers Dune, 11:30. Great show. Never miss it on Cloud 9. Lakers win and Dodgers win. Hey, man, thanks to you guys. You always keep this show popping here, keeping it live in the comment section. Like I said, we're going to be going all season long here on the Dodgers Nation postgame show. Be sure to check the pregame show hosted by the senior editors of Dodgers Nation, Clint Pasillas and Real FRG over there. They get you locked in for the pregame show. Then come join us for the postgame show. And also, be sure to head to DodgersNation.com for all things Dodger baseball. Analysis, articles, rumors, news, whatever it is, you'll find it over there on DodgersNation.com. And then also be sure to join the YouTube channel. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Go to youtube.com/DodgersNationTV. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. And, yeah, keep it locked to Dodgers Nation. Really, the hottest Dodgers content in the game. Hashtag Go Blue from Las Vegas, Nevada. We got Ryan. I've just been at work, but now I'm out. Dustin will destroy the Padres. Deborah Young, I like that. Deborah Young said it right here. Dustin will destroy the Padres. You remember when he was doing straight-up sorcery on Manny Machado, where Manny Machado's still looking where the hell that one went with that movement on that one. But, yeah, I think you're totally right. Fun fact from Steve May, the fun fact, the Marlins have never lost a playoff series. Yeah, they've never lost a playoff series, but they've only made the playoffs twice in their franchise's history. I think their first year was at 94 for the Marlins. Jeff Conine, Mr. Marlin. I'm not going to get too into it, the Marlins. But, by the way, let's just put it out of left field. Do you guys like the Marlins uniform? I think they're kind of hot. I kind of like them. I kind of do. We got Braves don't have the rotation. We got Kelly. We got Katie. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We got here. We got. I think the Padres manager was mad he used up his bullpen up too early. Yeah, I mean, that was going to be. That was going to be their strategy at some point during the series, because they definitely have depth in that bullpen spot. But the way they use them, 9 pitchers in 9 innings, an NLDS record tonight, it was not going to fare well from them. But here we go. Braves don't have the rotation from Jay. Yeah, I mean, look, man, maybe if they had Soroka. I mean, Fried pitched today. Don't think so. We got we got my buddy played with Clevenger in Cleveland. Said he was a great guy on off the field. That's from Damien. Hey, man, I have nothing against Mike Clevenger. I hate to see injuries. I wanted to see a toe-to-toe matchup with Clevenger and Walker Buehler, but it wasn't to be. And I just hope that he has a speedy recovery and it's nothing serious. Omari, best postgame show on the internet. Thanks, my man Omari over on YouTube. Greg Pierce, you rock. Now, you guys rock. It is your show. I'm just hosting it. We got Mookie Clutch, Dodgers doing It's all about the small ball. Dustin, F yeah, May. Ryan, I know exactly the play. That was against San Diego, wasn't it? It was like, F yeah. Yeah, it was on that day game, in the last game of that series. But, yeah, that's a great one. Braves are as dangerous as the Padres. Luis, I don't necessarily agree with you on that one. I do think they have a potent offense, and you saw it. I think they had the top OPS in Major League Baseball this year. The Atlanta Braves, Freeman, Acuna, Definitely they do. There's no question about it. But in a 7-game series, I think the Dodgers have the arms, as evidenced tonight. Look what they did to this Padres offense. Look what they did to this Padres offense, averaging over 5 runs per game. They averaged 5.4 runs per game. They hold them to 3 hits tonight. 3 hits. They scored on a single tonight. I think the Dodgers' arms, that was the biggest takeaway for tonight, was how well Dustin May pitched, Victor Gonzalez, Trinity, and Kenley came in there late. And then we know Walker Buehler, once that blister starts to heal and once he finds the command again, I think Walker Buehler still showed ace stuff tonight. Not a lot of pitchers could escape what he did tonight. Showed so much moxie, so much grit. Walker effing Buehler, like you said, Ryan, Walker, Texas Ranger out there playing at the Rangers Stadium. But here we go. Where's the next series going to be played at? Steve May, I believe it's going to be at Globe Life Stadium. By the way, did any of you guys get World Series tickets? Let me know. It was 11,500 people getting World Series tickets out there tonight. We got Ryan, you got some nice. Shut down huge bullpen from the boys in blue. Yeah, and we're talking about, I mean, they were getting him out. They're retiring the Padres in order there from innings 5, 6, and 7. They were just getting it done, and they were making easy work of this Padres offense that pretty much, if you watch Major League Baseball Network, they're the best offense since, the Murderers Row Yankees of 1927. Well, that wasn't the case tonight. The Dodgers, they outclassed them with the arms and the patience. Like I said, with the patience at the plate, the Dodgers showed tonight. I just really like the fact that they weren't seeing results early on, and they still execute the game plan, and they took advantage of errors, timely hits. Mookie Betts gets the double. Max Muncy hit a double tonight. And the Dodgers, they get it done in Game 1 tomorrow. Clayton Kershaw, he's pitching for your boys in blue, looking to rewrite the narrative against him that he's not clutch in the postseason. We'll spend a whole show on how that's overblown. Don't want to get into that too much now. But I think Clayton Kershaw, he's a hot pitcher right now. The velo's up. The break on the slider is up for Clayton Kershaw. You saw the feel that he has for this slider. To me, it's one of the best pitches in baseball right now. And he's got that Cooperstown curveball. And, very excited to see him. He made some adjustments, too. He made some big-time adjustments in his routine. He's going to be pitching 10 minutes from his home. I think Clayton Kershaw is going to have a great day tomorrow. And he's going to hit his spots. And when he's hitting his spots, he's extremely effective. And I think that the accuracy in which we saw him pitch with the other night, that bodes well. I think you're going to have a big signature outing for Clayton Kershaw, and we're going to break it all down, guys. So join me tomorrow right after the final pitch for the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. The podcast will be out tomorrow morning. You guys will hear all your takes. We'll throw in all the post-game reaction, interviews, additional analysis, whatever you want to do. We're going to do it there on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. But, yeah, thanks again, guys, as always. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. That's at DMAC_LA. Remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodgers baseball. Think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.